I've got energy and I don't know what to do with it.
Hello!
How you do that? Yo, my fingers go numb when that comes.
You got smegma.
He's my forever and he knows it.
I just wish you would stop having such an aggressive foot fetish.
That's stuff, dude. This bet would be null and void already.
It's getting psychotic. This is your dollars.
Yeah.
Hard at work.
This podcast has become a pissing contest, and I'm not gonna sit here and take it.
You just have outdone yourself, kid.
That's what we do, baby. I
Fill her up.
You're listening to the Gas Digital Network. You're listening to Gas Digital Best of the Week.
Welcome to Gas Me Anything, where you, the live viewer, get to ask all the questions. This week our guest in studio is Jeremiah Watkins.
Ricky Ricardo wants to know, what's the wildest thing you did as a teenager?
I mean, we used to do our own jackass stunts in Kansas, and Missouri.
And did you film them, or you just did them?
We filmed them. They're on some tapes, either in Kansas or buried in the bottom of a camcorder bag that I might have. I don't know, or my dad has maybe. But we used to do weird stuff back in Kansas all the time, where we would ding-dong ditch people's houses wearing thongs, like just thongs and stuff like that. Just weird teenage stuff where we're like, I've got energy and I don't know what to do with it, and we're going to be edgy and spontaneous. And
so it was more of like, did you tend to do more of the painful humor, the gross humor, or like the sexual humor?
All the above.
Oh, okay.
But painful as well. We did this thing where with like a root beer bottle, like the banister that runs down a basement stairs, like the railing.
Okay,
like, a railing down a flight of stairs.
Oh, okay.
You would put like a root beer bottle down that, and you'd be at the bottom, and it would hit you in the nuts. That dumb stuff like that. You know what I mean? They were like, "This is heavy metal
this
right
is
here,
comedy
dude.
right here."
Yeah. Dumb stuff like that. But I didn't do too many things that were like, wild, like where it got like too illegal.
Is that kind of why, like a little bit of the inspiration behind Scissor Bros? Because you guys kind of do some crazy stuff on there, huh?
Dude, we've done way more crazier stuff on Scissor Bros than I ever did as a teenager, and that's just literally in the last year and a half.
What's the wildest thing you did on that?
Some of the stuff that we've eaten has been next level horrible on the show, like Fear Factor level stuff. The eating of the worms. We've eaten spiders. We ate a very potent fermented fish from Sweden called surströmming. It's illegal to ship to the U.S. because it's fermented, and if it explodes in a plane, it ruins the inside of a plane.
Oh, damn.
And I didn't research how to open it, and I opened it in my garage, and it exploded inside the garage.
Oh, no.
And I had to air it out for weeks to get the smell of fish out of the garage.
Yeah.
And stray cats started coming around. Dude, it was a nightmare situation.
Ain't natural born killers, legion of skanks. Welcome to the
Dan knows the task right now. He's pretending to be Chappelle, talking to Fox News about being
the state of comedy.
Yes, the state of comedy, free speech,
fighting PC culture. If the closest thing you have to a brother Louis J. Gomez happens to come up, feel free to roll with that for a little bit.
Just throwing it back to Louis over and over is so funny.
All right. I'm muting and now adding call. Shh.
Wait, we can talk, but be quiet.
You can't link till she answers, so know that.
Shut up, dude. Shut up. This is so funny.
Everyone be quiet. It's not muted.
Shut up, Dave.
No.
Oh, it's so loud.
Shh.
Oh, hey, Dave. How are you?
Hi, how you doing?
Hey, I'm good. I'm on a train, so apologies. Can you hear me?
Oh, it's quite all right. I'm outside. I just wanted to call you real quick because I know I only have about 4 minutes.
That's okay. I have like 1% battery.
I wanted to get in quick and talk to you about Louis J. Gomez. Easily one of the funniest people I've ever met in my life.
So the interesting thing, when I interviewed him, his insight into what was happening like changed our entire premise of the documentary. It was about how like the sanctuaries are existing for comics to still do like real unfiltered comedy, because live comedy's always been, the dangerous, edgy comedy, because you don't know what's going to happen once you're on stage, right?
Exactly. You don't know what, but you know what you're going to get with Louis J. Gomez. You're going to get a man that stands up for people. You're going to get a man that fluctuates dangerously in weight.
Well, no, he definitely stood up for the art, especially, and his insight, like I said, it changed our entire premise.
She's not figured it out yet. She's not figured it out. How does she still think this is real?
And the fans will always follow the talent. They'll always follow, the funny. You really can't censor it. People like you.
I feel that she loves me so much.
Again, Louis is so important for it. He's important for it, and I know how liberal he is, so I know it hurts him. I know it hurts him to his core.
Well, he was.
I just wish he would stop having such an aggressive foot fetish. There's a lot of people in town.
I can't remember what shoes I had on. But he didn't
Okay, well, if he asks you for pictures of your feet, just politely decline. Because I told you the fluctuation in weight mixed with a people like that can be very dangerous.
Well, now I'm wondering. I'm like, were my feet not good enough?
She wanted the dude.
If you show on your toes, just get ready for him to lose his goddamn mind. And if you wiggle him, he'll probably come his pants. Listen, I gotta go. You've been very nice. I'm sorry I gotta run, but it was nice talking to you. And well, hopefully I'll reach out.
Yeah, are you going to think about it at all? It would be like
I'll think about it, and I'll let you know. I'm thinking about Louis a little bit more, too, but I gotta go.
Well,
and we'll talk soon. Absolutely. Goodbye.
Thank you so much.
One of my best friends, Alan, I think you might have met him a couple of times. In his family, he had a house in Staten Island he would have house parties at. And he never got laid. I f***ed in every room in that house and every house party, and he never once got laid. He was so mad at me about
that. Yeah, you come off like a
Yeah.
You should have gotten him laid once.
At least once.
You f***ed a girl that would have said, okay, if you were like, hey, can you blow my friend? It's his place.
I would never ask anybody that, though. That's horrible.
Really? You're the guy who lies about your age and says that you won't ask her an earnest question. You're not even trying to trick her. You go, hey, my buddy has a hard time with chicks in his place. Maybe
that's not
loose,
right. No. I've gotten him laid about 10 times, but this was just not in his apartment.
Sounds like a backpedal. I don't think that's true.
Right. Yeah, I'll get him on the phone.
I don't think you've gotten him laid once.
I'll get him on the phone right now.
Go on, because you bully him.
Right,
remember how you bullied him in his house?
If I call him and ask him on the air.
Please call him.
I want to hear 10.
I'm going to tell him
and
he's
it better not
be. It better be at least 10. Yeah.
I'm going to tell him you're not his friend.
All right, let's see if he's going to answer.
By the way, don't you ask him, has it been at least 10 times?
No.
Ask him how many times have I gotten you?
Yeah.
Let's see if he's answering.
Directly.
That's it. This guy. Yeah, no. We're live on my show right now. Just so you know, we're live on SDR. Okay. Can you hear him? Okay. Does everyone hear him? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So this is the question.
It's Pro F's week on the SDR
and I want
show.
you to answer as honestly as possible. Okay. Throughout the course of us knowing each other, we've known each other since we're 13, I think. Right?
You're leading.
Leading.
You're completely leading with what
I
you're
want
doing.
to remind you about when we know each other.
Doesn't matter. That's f***ed up, dude. This bet would be null and void already.
How many times would you say that I was the catalyst for getting you laid?
I would put it at half a dozen times. Probably.
It's close enough.
No, it's not.
6 and 10 is close.
That's not.
I said about 10.
Wow.
If someone
He
told
just
me
said, wow,
he was like,
10,
wow.
He thinks he's being nice with 6.
All right, goodbye, Alan.
Bye, Alan. You didn't deserve that.
That is hard.
I remember the Meshuggah guys when they were doing Ozfest their whole thing was they would put their dink tips on people's bus handle, like the door handles of the bus. Like when no one was looking, they just like put their dinks on the handles. So when you go into the bus, you're touching their dinks, right? And I remember when the word got out, and everyone's just like, why would you guys do that? And they're just like, it's funny, right? And the other guy's like, no, we're all touching your dinks, right? Like, I think that, both these stories play into the fact that it's like, if any of us are judged by some of these moments that we've had in the past, we're doomed, man. You know what I mean?
Seriously.
Like,
and all you bands out there, especially at the gates, because you just did dates with Meshuggah, that wasn't cottage cheese on your fucking bus handle. You got smegma.
That is some Swedish sweat socks going onto your door handle, man. Like
you got smegma hard.
Men are fucking degenerate animals.
they're-
And I'm speaking as one.
They're crazy. I just had to end things with this dude who kept grabbing my tits.
What? In
Yeah.
what way?
Like, okay, we were...
Like a
okay.
fun way?
No, it was like...
Like when you're out, no one's looking, and he goes like, honk, honk.
Yeah, but he kept doing it. It was like we became boyfriend and girlfriend. And
Would
then
he say honk, honk?
He would just do like honk, honk, yeah.
I'll be honest, I've honked. But I'm not a habitual honker.
Well,
I am a once in a blue moon honker.
I don't mind an occasional honk if you're my boyfriend and it's like, and I'm like, okay, the vibe's there.
Yes.
I don't want it in the car in the middle of the day, the sun's out, you're grabbing my tit.
What,
and
was it in a silly way, or was it just
no, it's like very very aggressive and like sexual, and it's like 2 in the afternoon.
like a mom when you go to a red light and she puts the arm across for the kid?
Yeah.
So wait, do me a favor.
Yeah.
We're all friends here. Honk Jeremiah. Show us what the honk is like.
Of how he was doing it.
Yeah.
So
okay, so hold on, Shanks.
Yeah.
Drive your car.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, now that I'm like, how was he driving his car and honking my tits? He was, though. He'd be like driving because we drove to we had to drive home from San Francisco. So I was in the car with him a really long time. He kept
Like that.
Yeah, he'd be like this.
What the frick?
Nuh-uh. So he'd honk and massage?
Honk and massage. Honk and massage. It was more of
Would
like...
he say anything when he did it?
No, it was like a horny... It was like...
That's not okay.
It was like...
That's not okay. Can I show you how I honk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeremiah, please.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Titties
now,
are
in this
getting it.
scenario,
Yeah.
in this scenario, we're clearly in England. And,
Please don't grab my titties.
Oh, I'd like to in it.
My totos.
Do you mind if I grab your totos, Goobner?
Oh, leave it in the morning.
No, I have to. You're Irish
now we're in Ireland.
Is English and Irish interracial? I don't know. Now I'm Mrs. Doubtfire.
Would you do that?
When I honk, I go, hello.
That would be funny.
I don't know, like, I came across this page. It's just called Stud Check, right? It's just,
okay. Oh, speaking of which, I gotta tell you some crazy shit.
It's just pictures of studs, man. Like just horses or
no,
which
lesbians.
I'm also realizing. I'm also realizing that if you can find this Instagram page and the producer page, it's called Stud Check.
Stud Check.
Dude, it's just pictures of studs, right? Like, and they all dress the same, but it's like not the Jadakiss Manny Fresh type.
No, young Ma's go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's
what I was saying.
Yeah. It's all like the Lil Bow Wow type. It's like Lil Bow Wows, right? But I always notice, like, yo, they spend a lot of money. Like, it's a cookie cutter look.
It is.
Jewelry, tattoos, dreads, and like Jordan's camo, and then there's always a book bag.
Yeah.
Book bag. I didn't know the book bag is a thing.
For the studs?
Yeah, they carry the strap around in the bag.
Oh, they carry their dicks in the bag.
All day long, bro. Like
When I heard
that's the
strap, I
culture.
thought I'm getting a purse. I'm getting the goddamn purse. I'm getting the fucking purse. I'm getting the purse. I was going to
Not the strap.
No,
Get the strap.
no.
Not the strap. They ruining them. They keep taking everything. I love gays, but y'all keep taking shit.
Bruh.
Now it's book bags. I can't fuck.
Now here's the one thing that I saw what I loved about what I learned about this culture yesterday is these motherfuckers might be simping harder than dudes.
I'm listening.
Oh yeah. Meaning like the chicks are still taking advantage of them.
Oh, okay.
They're complaining that women is going out to eat on their dime, not giving up no pussy, not like you know what I mean?
But don't they know the rules? They were a woman at a point, right? They were just.
Man, nah, they work hard. They work and they trying to fuck after they work. You know what I mean? And like the girls is playing with them. So it's fascinating to find out like girls is playing motherfuckers on both sides.
That's
like
so funny.
regular girls, they are just as infuriated with regular girls as dudes are. Like we got more in common with studs than we realize. I think
so funny.
It's funny, like, because they think we're threatened by them. You know what I mean? And we think they threatened by us. And I think we really just need to have a beer
We
and
both
hash
just
this
angry
out. Yeah.
because we getting played by the same bitches.
Which would you rather do? Would you rather go through the leg lengthening surgery or chop off the bottoms of your legs?
Oh.
And then just get cool blades, and now you have you can make up whatever story you want. No one has to know what happened to your legs. You have the best story in the whole wide world.
Either way, this is by decision. I'm cutting my own legs off.
Yeah.
Or choosing to have them surgically removed somehow.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want blades. That's for damn sure. That's easy, right? I feel like
Yeah,
that's
but
an easy.
I feel like it's cooler looking than like a prosthetic leg.
You could make up a story. I see what you're saying. I see what
Yeah.
you're getting at. Yeah. I don't know. I feel I would hate to have flipper legs. That would just creep me out. Because what if you forget that you don't have legs too? I've had legs for a long time, little ones, but my entire life I've had legs. So if I go to get out of bed one day and I forget that I don't have my fucking flipper legs on and my face smacks on the hardwood floor, I'm going to feel like a real ass, to say the least. Now, I would do the other thing. If I had to
The
do
leg
one,
lengthening surgery. Yeah.
if I had to pick one over the other, I
Mhm.
guess I would keep my legs. If I lost my legs tragically, I would for sure get longer flipper legs.
Yeah, I feel like
Why
you
not?
have. I mean, well, I guess, but you have to
But
like
there's-
be really careful with the proportions.
Yes, I was just going to say that exact same thing because you're going to look like you're on stilts if you get way too long a leg.
Yeah, but you don't. Well, yeah. Andrea said Maddie would still be short with an extra 6 inches.
Yeah, I know. That was my other thought. So that's where I thought you were going with that. I thought you were really going to hurt my feelings and be like, even if you got the 6 inches, it wouldn't even be worth it. You still be short. Because
You would
3
still be
inches,
short, but you would be like almost like a regular guy.
that is the meanest way anyone's ever said that. If I went,
I'm an average height.
if I went 3 inches, I'd still be short. Everyone would know I did the surgery and they'd make fun of me for I thought you were going to go that route. Were you going to make fun of me for, even if I would like a pathetic fool get this surgery just to be still a short guy.
Wait, so what are you, 5'4"?
I'm 5'3".
Ah. Yeah, 3 inches is gonna do it.
No, that's not how you react to somebody telling you their height. That was, you know what? I didn't think you could get meaner than you were 4 minutes ago. You just have outdone yourself, kid. That was the meanest.
I thought a
5'3".
different height.
You waited so long to say it too. It was like a 6 fucking beat pause, and you went, like you just figured out what's wrong with me. You know, like you're my therapist now. You should be on fucking Hello Fucking Help or whatever it's called.
Hello Help.
Undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world.
Ryan Spann knocked out Dominic Reyes. What do you think? Come on, that's your division. Anthony, talk to me, buddy. Talk to me.
I'll tell you what I told my friends. They text me and they're talking about some call out, right? I heard it a little bit in the cage. Like he said, I want top 5, but I don't want 2, 3, and 4. So essentially I'm 5. Okay, I'm 5. So he goes to the post fight. Oh, hold on.
Oh, here we go. Nice work, Brian.
You're one of the best light heavyweights in the world.
Oh, we back at the gym Monday. Look, I want top 5, and I don't want 4, 3, or 2.
I love it. Congratulations, sir. Ryan.
So he wants 5.
He wants 5 because 1's already matched with the champion. So
and he knows damn well who 5 is.
He knows exactly who 5 is. He wouldn't even look at me because I was sitting right there. He had to walk right by me to get out of the octagon. So here's my response. I don't know what happened in our fight that left him with any confidence that he thinks he can still beat me or that he deserves a rematch. I had him on ice skates till he was shooting takedowns. I strangled him and then stood over his body, reminding him what he said he was going to do to me. So he's my bitch forever, and he knows it.
Oh,
and if he eventually he may work himself into a situation where we're going to rematch, but I already fought down when I gave him an opportunity. So like, until he does something where I go, oh wow, that was super impressive, he can fuck off. I don't know why. Like him being an asshole didn't work out for him the last time.
Just for clarification, and that was Ryan Spann is your bitch for life.
For life. For life.
I thought to myself, I either got ripped off or this is my first case. I come in today and fresh from the gym. Did I feel like going this morning? No, I didn't. And then I come into the studio and I just kind of mention it. And then Natalie had to go, oh, I go to the gym too. I go, Natalie, don't you show me up. Don't you try to show me up. You go to the gym too?
I did a very, very small, very beginner workout today.
But Natalie, then why did you pipe up like that? Why did you have to get your... Is it because of the YouTube series that you're doing?
I wanted to find some common ground.
Now, what did your workout consist of, Natalie? Let the fans judge. Let the Gas Digital world judge what your workout was about.
It was mostly arm and shoulder exercises on equipment that I've never used before, and I had to ask Paco for help of like what the form was and stuff. So that lets you know how low I am, that I was asking Paco for help on what to do.
You were doing mostly shoulder?
And arm.
And arms. Okay. Well, Natalie, I mean, that is what I guess you would call a workout. And Shannon piped up and she said, I worked out last night, trying to even one-up you and me. Oh my God, that's a variant. And I couldn't believe it that Shannon goes, I worked out last night. I worked out last night. And it's like, podcast has become a pissing contest, and I'm not gonna sit here and take it. Shannon, what was your workout last night?
I went to the boxing gym. This is my 3rd week back.
Shannon's in a fight club. Shannon's in a fight club, apparently. And Natalie at least didn't come in hot. She came in like, I'm just a beginner. I have to learn and stuff, like tiptoeing around. Shannon comes in going, I fight for a living. And Shannon, what did you get into?
So it was an hour of like drills, mitt work, and then core work at the end. But the whole thing is basically cardio.
Yeah.
And the gym is owned by 2 of New York's finest.
Right.
So that's why I hope eventually there will just be like some hot cops in there. I think I'm going at the wrong time of day because they're not there when I'm there.
Yeah.
I have to go at a different time.
Shannon, I'm here for you. Okay?
Thank you.
I want you to get arrested. Arrested right into a marriage.
What time you wake up? Do you have a rule? 11 o'clock latest?
I'm usually up by 9, 10 anyway.
Even if you go to bed at 5, 6?
Most of the time. Yeah, I can do it.
Yeah,
I'm still pretty good with that.
In the park working out by 9. I get up a bit early.
He go hard, but I still be out there. Like I ain't got nothing flabby because he's been helping me with my pull-ups and shit, and I do a lot.
Oh, you guys do jail workouts in the park?
Yeah, in the park.
Yeah.
The yard workout. It's called the yard workout.
It's jail workout.
Stop saying jail, nigga.
Pull-up bar.
It's a yard.
It's a pull-up bar.
The yard in the jail.
Yeah,
but there's no fences. It's not locked down.
There's a yoga day.
Damn.
There's a
You're
yoga
doing
day.
yoga day. Yoga on the concrete though. That's really jail. Yoga on concrete makes you realize, you better do it right. You're gonna bust your ass. Say no man.
Jesus had dark dude problems. Jesus had dark dude problems. Listen, you get stopped by authorities everywhere you go. Jesus was like, what now, man? Damn. It's like, man, I heard that you had some bread and fish. You feed a bunch of people. That's very black to be able to take a small meal and feed a lot of people. It's very black. So I'm counting everything. You rolling with 12 dudes. Very black. That's like Mayweather shit. Boom. Turning wine into water. Jail shit. Yo, let that shit ferment, baby.
Yeah.
Put that under your bed. Dude.
Hooch.
Word hooch. My man. That's what we do, baby. I mean, and he's kind of late. He hasn't been here yet. He's late. Color people time. Jesus is black. I don't care.
Also, the government's trying to kill him.
And the government's trying to kill him. Listen.
Yeah.
Hair of lamb's wool. I'm sorry.
No, can you pull up Jesus again?
Pull up Jesus one more time. Let's pull up Jesus one more time. Oh, yeah. Ain't nobody.
It's closer to my hair.
Ain't nobody messing with this dude. And in fact, I think that's the dude that fucked with Jesus.
Sorry, I was speeding. That's what he would say.
The weirdest part about the conspiracy theory about Paul Pelosi and annoyed me.
His
As
lover?
somebody who didn't care that he got beat up. I didn't care at all.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about him either.
I'm glad Nancy Pelosi's not going to be Speaker of the House anymore.
Oh, yeah, she's stepping down, right?
I think she's an insider trading cunt.
They all are.
Fat titties.
Them shits
However,
aged well.
There was this thing going around was like, well, it's like the glass is on the outside of the window. Did I already do this on the show?
No.
What?
We didn't talk about this.
Wait, what?
All right, so there was a lot of things going on
So they
around
broke
on
the-
Twitter. So like
Oh,
when
yeah,
the guy broke in, and the glass was on the outside.
You get
So it was
splashback
like
when you
that
break
obviously
windows.
happened from inside. It's like,
No,
have you never
stupid,
broken
yeah.
a window? You fucking
dumb
idiot.
Fucking idiot.
Everything is a conspiracy. Like
Yeah.
I love a conspiracy, but when everything becomes a conspiracy,
No, I think the U.S. is number one in conspiracies, and then the Dominican Republic and Cuba.
Well, I mean, I think it's a fair claim that possibly Paul Pelosi was having sex with a gay prostitute.
No way, nah.
I
Paul,
think the
He
whole
looks like he fucks gay. Can you pull up a picture of Paul Pelosi
his initials is PP.
pre-retardation?
Dog, his initials is PP. He's an alpha male. Look how he controls his wife. Alpha male, all day, every day.
No, but I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if Paul Pelosi was
I wouldn't
having
be
sex
shocked,
with a
but-
gay prostitute.
Still, the whole
Look,
there's a lot of weird shit that happened.
No, wait. Appreciate some art right now. Look how uncomfortable he is next to his wife. She's a miserable bitch, but she got fat tits. How do you not fuck that? How many kids do they have?
I mean, she was cute back in the day. Where's that picture of her with John Kennedy?
Oh no,
You've seen that, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They said Nancy Reagan was throat goat. They said like your Pelosi, tit goat. Just tit jobs everywhere.
She was just titty fucking everybody.
Just titty fucking
It
everybody.
doesn't rhyme though.
You don't need to rhyme. Bill Clinton didn't give a fuck. He was like, yo, you need a job, son?
He called her son.
Yo, he's OG like that. He was playing the saxophone after he comes and shit. How you do that? Yo, my fingers go numb when I come.
What?
I don't know. That might be a heart attack.
You
but-
having a stroke.
I'm stroking that ass. You know what I'm saying?
I guess.
Yeah, but Nancy Pelosi that BIB. Bitch in business. That's what
thanks
that
for
is,
that.
son. You
Got
know
it,
what I'm saying?
But this was one other interesting kind of piece of substance that came out of the Trump campaign, or excuse me, this Trump campaign announcement speech, and it's gotten some attention on social media. So let's play the clip and then let's discuss this a little bit. It's got some creative new ideas.
War
Yes.
upon the cartels and stop the fentanyl and deadly drugs from killing 200,000 Americans per year. And I will ask Congress for legislation ensuring that drug dealers and human traffickers, these are terrible, terrible, horrible people who are responsible for death, carnage, and crime all over our country. Every drug dealer during his or her life on average will kill 500 people with the drugs they sell, not to mention the destruction of families. But we're going to be asking everyone who sells drugs, gets caught selling drugs, to receive the death penalty for their heinous acts.
So there you go. That's the big, bold new idea from the Republican presumptive nominee is, get this, Rob, a war on drugs. We haven't tried that one yet. So let's give that a shot.
If he wants to go after the drug dealers like Pfizer, Moderna, and others, I'll listen to that conversation. And
It is interesting. It is interesting. He still brags about Operation Warp Speed and developing this drug and working with these pharmaceutical companies. Yet the drug dealers they need to get the death penalty. And the other point that you made early on is that this is also very connected to the pharmaceutical industry, who are getting a lot of people hooked on these pain pills.
That's why I take Kratom. Kratom.
There you go. Well, they've pulled back a lot on how much they overprescribe pain pills, but for a while there, they were going crazy with it, and this created a lot of people who were addicted to the pain pills, then couldn't get those anymore, and then were on the street looking for heroin and fentanyl and shit like that. And there's
back in the good old days when you could call up your friend who broke his arm and be like, "Hey man, I heard you broke your arm."
Hey, that doesn't hurt that much, does it?
Yeah, you're not taking all those, are you?
Yeah, those were the good old days.
So Elon Musk fires Twitter employees who criticized him. Mr. Musk, who is rapidly transforming the social media company, I'll say, also has cut its contractor workforce. Well, I mean, he's trying to make his money back, so that's why he's charging for check marks and making, cuts. I think that's I think they're villainizing him, but it's a pretty standard thing to do when someone else takes over to lay a lot of people off. I think that's pretty standard. Whether or not he replaces them with other people or is just downsizing the company in totality, that's another thing. So Elon Musk continued cutting Twitter's workforce in his third week of owning the social media company, firing employees who had criticized him and eliminating contractors. Hilarious. But also, if I had just spent that much money on a fucking company and these little Gen Z twats were giving me lip, I would also 100% fire them. I'm a maniac. That you can't do that. It's a private company. I think we have gotten so used to saying whatever the fuck we want to because we all have a Twitter account and an Instagram account. And, when, Spotify shelled out money for Joe Rogan, all the Spotify employees who are so replaceable, we're like, we're not going to work. And then Spotify's like, cool, bye. Obviously, the stronger choice there is just quitting before the billionaire fires you. Just quit. If you're really that concerned with morality, quit. The firings followed cuts to Twitter's contract workforce over the weekend. Many of the contractors work on content moderation and data science and were let go without notice. 5 people familiar with the matters said. Well, you can get unemployment then, though, right? I hope so. During the layoffs, Mr. Musk eliminated many managers, creating a flatter structure. In his first meeting with employees on Thursday, I would have loved video of that, Mr. Musk said design, program management, and engineering would report directly to him, according to a recording heard by The Times. If anyone listening works for Twitter and was at this Elon Musk meeting and wants to call in anonymously, please let your girl know, because I would really, really love to hear what he said. I would also like to know what he was wearing. Was he late? Was he early? Did he mention Grimes? Okay.
What up, motherfuckers? It's the Real Ass Podcast.
Dude, you're on the warpath.
I am on a warpath,
dude.
Real ass producer over here, dude.
I'm
fucking pissed off, dude.
Why? What happened today?
I walk in, right? I walk in over to the new side, the new studio side, which still the studio's not even built yet. What are we doing? What are we doing with my money, right? I walk over there. We're paying this interior fucking designer. We have 3 paintings. 3 paintings that have fucking for 2 months have not been at an even fucking height right next to each other. It's so telling as to where we are at as a company that we can't get these 3 fucking paintings just evenly fucking hung. I have 3 people over there right now trying to figure it out. Do me a favor, I want a roaming cam. I want a roaming cam and I want it connected here and I want by the way, they're going to be this. They don't even know how to do a roaming cam. But this is how stupid that these fucking guys with the paintings are right now, that I know that they're going to be able to figure out a roaming cam and bring up them fucking 3 of them figuring out how to fucking hang these paintings evenly before they figure out how to paint paintings evenly.
I have the roaming cam working.
Look
at Jesus
How
Christ.
many people, they're all standing, are there shoes on the couch? Tell me there's shoes on that couch. There's not shoes on that couch. I'll fucking lose my mind right now. Thank God.
Shannon would be so funny if she just takes that
phone.
By the way,
into
they're
bathroom and takes a
eyeballing.
shit.
I know. There's no measuring
two
tape.
people eyeballing it right now and going, "Is that even? Is that even?" They're two. It's fucking psychotic. Wait, they have tape. They have
there you go.
tape measure. What do you think what do you think the method is? I bet you that none of them looked up the proper method for hanging something evenly.
Yeah, the problem is they're measuring from the ceiling.
And the ceiling is uneven.
Yes.
Yep.
Do all of your employees look like the lost and found section of Bonnaroo?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a disaster.
It's fucking.
What we need is like a Lewis's money ticker next to this.
This is costing me money.
It's like the stock market going up and down.
That's literally. Just so you know, this isn't free. I'm paying.
Your bank account's just draining. All these guys.
Whatever's going on, it's costing me. Is that kind of crazy when you really think about that?
This is your dollars.
Yeah.
Hard at work.
It's Yo MMA Rap with Chris J. Gomez and Dave Smith.
Davey Boy Smith, how's moving into the new house going?
It's going well over the hardest part. Moving was a real motherfucker, but I love the new house. I'm very excited to be there. Moving, I've always moved like from, apartments. I've never moved a house to another house, and I've never moved with two young kids.
No.
It is challenging.
Yeah, there's a lot of challenges.
A lot of work on my wife.
Every time I've moved into a larger home, so I've just moved a little bit of furniture into a larger space.
Well, I still did that. Like the house is much bigger.
It's kind of easier, You're like,
yes,
like well, now I just need to fill my house with things.
Yes,
there's like a little thing when you move into a house. You understand, like apartment life. And Vic, you could definitely relate to this because you just moved back from New York City back to fucking, the depths of.
Parts unknown.
Death Valley, parts unknown.
Parts unknown.
Right.
Very affordable.
Yeah, but I'm in a house now, and I need like a weird shaped table to be against the wall. Like I've never needed in an apartment. You need function. If I have a table in an apartment, it's because I need a fucking table, and something needs to go on that table.
Yeah, in an apartment, you're like, this is my dining room table / desk / bed.
Yes,
this is where I live.
In a house, you're like, I have
a buffet.
Well, I've never lived in a house like this. Like now I'm in a house where it's like a 3,200 square foot house where there's just rooms and rooms and rooms that you're like, I don't even know what I want to do with this room, but I need some shit in it. It can't be an empty room.
I'm not even that big of a house. I don't even know how big my house is. It's not 3,200 square feet, but I have a room for video games. I have a drum set room. I have an entire gym in my
You're just like coming up with shit to do. You're like, this is my thinking room.
This is my bird watching room. God damn it. Somebody in the Racist Live chat just said a jerk closet. A whole closet for jerking off. That would be great. Or a whole closet for jerk chicken, which would also be fitting for my lifestyle.
But don't jerk off in the jerk chicken closet. We have all made that mistake before.
Don't be a jerk. Only a real jerk would do that.
That was the worst and best joke I've ever heard in my life.